I led a pretty normal life. I worked and had a good job that I was at for 18 years. I've been married, had 2 children, and eventually I wound up living in my car on the streets of Charlotte. I was a successful accountant for 20 years. I never would have imagined that I would have been in a situation where I'd be living on the street. It was frustrating, and at times it was hard and probably a little scary. I tended to struggle a little bit with where to find the next meal or where you're going to shower that day. I wanted to have a bathroom that I could use. I wanted to have a room that I could sleep in and a bed. It was challenging. It was very challenging for me. When I would walk around the streets of Charlotte during the day, I didn't feel seen. People walk by, they avoid eye contact. I felt like a lower class of citizen. I knew the Dream Center, I knew the Friday Night Street Ministry. I'd been a participant in that. I applied to that program and got a spot in the discipleship program. The other discipleship partners, they've become family to me. And the pastors at the Dream Center, they're generous with their time and they're putting energy into us. They're teaching us how to grow closer to God. They've become like family to me in many ways. I had a conversation with one of the men there, and he was asking me about what type of ministry I'd like to get into. I said I'd like to work with homeless people. I want to be able to feel that potential to grow to the level that they can grow to and try to explore God and God's path for them. At King's Kitchen, I enjoy the people. I think the people that I work with are the best part of the job. I enjoy serving food. I know when I was on the street, finding that meal, it was important because some days you're thinking, I haven't eaten yet, and I don't know if I'm gonna get to eat. Being able to have that where, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, they know there's one place that they can come and get a meal. They're really relying on society and the community to help them out. And I understand what those people are going through. They're addicted to drugs, they've got an alcohol problem, and a lot of them do, but we're still called to love those people. We're still called to try and help those people. Now the Dream Center has been they've pulled me out of the pit, put me back into a path towards greener pastures, towards better things. I go home now at the discipleship house, and I get to sit down in my chair and relax. I get to go to bed and sleep and be comfortable in an air-conditioned home. Pull food out of the refrigerator and make my breakfast. I've got the money to buy groceries. The Dream Center is it's life-changing for people who are willing to do the work to get to a better place. It's changing my life. I'm feeling restored. I'm looking towards the future. I feel like there are good things happening in my future, and I think that the Dream Center has allowed a path for me to exit this program and to have a job and to have a home and to have, an apartment, a place to live, and hopefully be able to help others get to there. They've restored me to a place of hope, and all the individuals here with Pastor Darian, Pastor Noble, Jessica, Susanna, Nicole, Pastor Bryant, I can't thank them enough for all that they've done for me.